Meditation is kind of like working out at the gym in that you have to do it on a consistent basis. And a lot of people that are manly men don't think about doing meditation on a consistent basis the way they would going to the gym. They kind of do it every now and then. They read about it online. Uh, it has some benefits, but the more you get in a consistent basis, the better the benefits are. Um, but another thing is that meditation has this reputation of being something that bored middle-aged women do to pass the time. Um, it's one of the best things that I've done that I've picked up the habit, and I think there's a lot of benefits to it that have really helped me, specifically in the area of anxiety and being stressed out. But I wanted to dispel the negative reputation of meditation by showing a couple badasses in fiction who use meditation to their advantage. One of which is this dude named, not a lot of people know about this guy, Himuro Gemma. He's the bad guy from this anime called Ninja Scroll. If you haven't already, check out the movie Ninja Scroll. It's from the early 90s. It's awesome. Animation's awesome, storyline, and the bad guy is this guy. You don't really see him until the end of the movie, but he can control every cell in his body through meditation. He can regenerate. He doesn't age. He can get an arm hacked off and just attach it back on, and it works again. Uh, he can shapeshift into someone else and pretend to be someone else. And he's pretty much the big yoked up dude who's really the pinnacle of athleticism. But it's not specifically mentioned in the movie how he got these powers. But there is one scene that always stuck with me. At the end of the movie, they're on this ship, and they have all this gold and everything on the ship, and it gets blown up. And when the explosion happens, he's kind of just sitting in a dark room meditating, and it's just the explosion itself kind of, he doesn't get phased by it at all, and he just opens his eyes. Um, but yeah, check out Ninja Scroll. It's pretty rad. Another obvious badass here is Darth Vader. Now, Darth Vader is the bad guy of Star Wars. And I remember watching Star Wars as a kid and not really grasping what was going on. When he first comes on the screen, he's kind of portrayed as this heel dickhead working for the Empire. And there's not a lot of backstory to the guy. Once you get to the second movie, Empire Strikes Back, they started giving this character a little nuance and a little backstory. And there's one scene where this lieutenant for the Empire has to come and report news to Vader. And Vader's just sitting in his chamber without his helmet on. So you kind of find out like this guy is actually a guy who's had some kind of crazy shit happen to him in the past because his skin's all burned and scarred up. But you only get like a split second glimpse of it, and the helmet comes back on, and he spins around, and he's just in this like meditation chamber. Um, Guy delivers, but he's just intimidating as hell. 'Cause, he wouldn't think twice to just force choke you if you give him bad news. So the lieutenant's kind of like, oh shit. Um, but yeah, I mean Vader. It looks like he meditates regularly because they come back to him in his meditation chamber later in the movie, and there's a screen in the chamber, and one of the generals or whatever gives him some bad news, and he immediately just force chokes him to death and puts another guy in charge. I think he probably has to meditate to heal his body. I mean, his whole body's burned and scarred, and at the time, I mean, you don't know why that is, but he probably meditates to heal his body and to control the force better, maybe. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool though when I was a kid. Like, why is this dude meditating here? And then the last one is Daredevil. Daredevil is always one of my favorite comic book characters because he has a superpower of being blind. Now, obviously, that's not really a superpower, but being blind for him elevates the rest of his senses so much that it's almost like he has, superhuman hearing, and he might as well be able to see with the echo hearing that he does. I don't know how it works exactly, but he was, he's taught by this blind guy, Stick, to overcome his limitations, and he was taught to meditate to heal his body. Incredible focus. He had to focus using meditation, I guess, and he would have to dampen his powers by focusing on one thing because his mind was going completely nuts with hearing all sorts of shit all over the city. But yeah, one of the things was, I mean, Daredevil is a vigilante, and he goes around fighting ninjas and shit. He's really good at martial arts, but obviously, if you're one guy and you're fighting groups of people, you're gonna get beat up every now and then, badly. And one of the plot devices is, well, how does Daredevil, someone with no real, I mean, he's just a regular guy, other than the fact that he can hear very well. How is he not in the hospital constantly? Oh, well, he uses meditation to speed up the healing of his body. Which might have some basis in reality. I mean, you're not going to heal cuts overnight like he does, but I've been reading stories about people, they have broken bones and stuff, and they're able to heal their bones much quicker by meditating every day. Now, he didn't know this in this study. The guy didn't know that he was much quicker than someone else, but when they looked at how fast he healed by meditating every day and how fast someone else did who, didn't meditate, they could tell this guy actually healed much faster. Now, is that what Daredevil's doing? I don't know, I guess. Is there some potential for healing with meditation? Yeah, probably. But it's kind of like an untapped resource in the West. I mean, not enough people are into it where we'd have some kind of studies about like this. But yeah, I mean, if you're a muscle-bound dude, it'd probably help you to meditate. And it's not something that just old chicks do. Obviously, some bad motherfuckers do it too. So, I don't know, pick it up in the new year, give it a shot.